Hello students, we have been reading the essay Selected Snobberies written by Aldous Huxley. Previously we have read about two types of snobberies, DJ snobbery and boo snobbery, and today we are going to discuss modernity snobbery. This snobbery is most important in modern age because it is encouraging industry. Modernity snobbery, though not exclusive to our age, has come to assume an unprecedented importance. Huxley, in the topic sentence of this paragraph, first paragraph of any sentence is topic sentence, and it is the title of that paragraph which suggests what is coming into that paragraph. So, in this paragraph, modernity snobbery is discussed. This Huxley says that it came into existence not only in modern time, it is still assuming an unprecedented importance, assuming it is taking up unprecedented, extraordinary, which was not previously there. It is assuming extraordinary greatness. The reason for this are simple in economic character. The reasons of this are simple and economic because modern age is the age of economy. So if modernity snobbery is assuming importance in this age, it means it is related to economics, it is related to finance. Thanks to modern machinery, production is outrunning consumption. Organized waste among consumers is the first condition of our industrialist prosperity. The sooner a consumer throws away, thanks to modern machinery. Today, machines are working. That's why production is more than consumption. People are not consuming as fast as production is there because in factories, lakhs and lakhs of things are produced. Lakhs and lakhs of articles are produced, and people are not having that capacity to consume as rapidly as factories are reproducing. They are producing the things, they are producing the production. So it is the credit goes to modern machinery because production is more than consumption. Organized waste among consumers is the first condition of industrial prosperity. Industry will prosper. Industry will make progress. It will be at advantageous stage if people are wasting more and more things produced in the factories because organized collective waste. If people are collectively wasting the things, then industry will prosper because the demand of that thing will be there in the market and industry will make and gain a great profit. So, waste among the consumer is the first condition of the first requirement of any industry. Any industry will prosper if the demand of its production is there in the market, and that demand will increase if consumption is more. The sooner a consumer throws away the thing he has brought and buys another, if the profit of a factory, the profit of any industry depends on consumers. So the sooner a buyer is throwing away the bought thing, the better for the producer. It will benefit the producer. It will benefit the industrialist because industrialist is producing the things for his gain, and if the thing is demanded in the market and that demand will be there if consumer is consuming rapidly and fastly, so the more a buyer is throwing the article, the better for the producer, a manufacturer who is manufacturing the thing in the factory. At the same time, of course, the producer must do his bit by producing nothing but most perishable articles. Now, second thing is first first requirement of the flourishing business is the demand by the consumer, and the second thing requirement is the thing must be very perishable, destructible in nature. It should be temporary in nature. It should not be having permanence. It should not be standing, or just we can say it should not last for a long time, because if it will last for a long time, then demand will not be there. If demand will not be there, then industry will face a loss. So the producer must produce. That's why producers are producing the things which are very weak in nature, perishable, destructible in nature. They can be destroyed very easily. They are lasting for a few months or years according to the nature of the article. The man who builds a skyscraper to last, the man who builds a skyscraper to last 40 years, more than 40 years, is a traitor to the building trade. A contractor speaks these lines that a man who is building a skyscraper, multi-storied building, if a person in the business of house production is making a building, is building a building is which is lasting more than 40 years, then he is a traitor to building trade. He will be a traitor because he will not be faithful to this business. His business will face a loss. He will invite a loss to his contractors, so he will be a loss to building trade. So that's why he should not produce a building which is lasting more than 40 years. His building should fall. His building should be dismantled within a few years, 10, may say 20 years, not more than that. If he is producing a building which is lasting for 40 years, it means for 40 years he will not be demanded, and that is a loss in his business. The words are those of a great American contractor, and these contractor will have a contract only if building is falling. If building is not falling, how can he get a new contract? So contractor says that if a person is making a building which is lasting for a long time, which is a durable building, then he is inviting danger. He is inviting a loss to the market of building making. Substitute motor car, boots, suit of length, etc. for skyscraper. For a skyscraper, we can substitute these things. We can substitute motor car, boot or suit of clothes. We can substitute motor car for 1 year, boot for 3 months, and suit of cloth for 6 months. If a person is building a motor car which is lasting more than 1 year, it means he is a traitor to motor car business. If a person is producing a boot which will last more than 3 months, then he is a traitor to boot business. If a person is producing a suit of clothes which is lasting for more than 6 months, it means he is a traitor to the clothes business. So we can substitute these according to the we can substitute the duration of time according to the article which we are choosing. For 40 years, we can substitute 1 year, 3 months, and 6 months. So you have the gospel of any leader of any modern industry. So this is the gospel of the leader of any modern industry. If the leader, the industrialist, modern industrialist, if he has to prosper, then he should follow this religiously. That is a mantra of his success, because he should produce perishable articles. If his articles are durable in nature, then he will have a loss in his business. Thank you, students. We'll continue tomorrow. Have a good time.